Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Running right. Here's Mason. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down behind
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has a big strike to Anderson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of
A big play,
yards.
23 yards to move those
The
chains.
Vikings
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays.
First and
Those
10
explosive
at the
plays on
41-yard
drives
line.
lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. Downfield, he's got Hackinson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
35-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Again, McCarthy to throw. Jumps off to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. Now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down.
He was defended
Oh, and
by
how well he's
Garrett
slinging at this
Williams.
opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you
Yeah.
find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
And the Vikings.
That one gains
first
7.
down.
And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
10 at the 17-yard
Ask for a little bit more
line.
on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Jones. Will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals nothing. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 38-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. Brought in at the 41. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st and 10. At the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Kyler throwing here. Couple defenders there. They're going to intercept it. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. You're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. Makes the tackle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
70 range. Tracking 60.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Cardinals nothing. Will Riker kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down. He's got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the 42. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Here's a screen to Benson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds Benson on the check down. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd down and 3. Coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Throwing again. Murray. It's caught by Harrison. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 7. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Duvernay on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. This great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
Vikers lining up for the extra point.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Vikings 21, Cardinals 7.
Here's Riker set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. This makes it up to the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the gun, it's Murray. Goes there, Trey McBride. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down from the 42. Murray setting up to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Close caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and goal at the
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Check smash. 60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Pioneer. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Caught just shy of the goal line. Play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Chased out to his right. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided first half. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 28, Cardinals 7. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. It's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Murray from the pistol. Pass him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now Kyler. That's with Harrison again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Option play they give to Benson. Get some space around midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he wrapped up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score is getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Benson on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Trying to find Trey McBride. And now they're left with 4th and short. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. They snap it to Murray. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. They're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mason gets it from the gun. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Drop the legs.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dumps this one off. It's Jones. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. A gift to Jones. Oh, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
There you go, set. Hawk 70.
On run here. It's Mason. Jukes away from one. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picks up 6. They're going to have 2nd and goal at the 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
He gets it again. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
Cardinals 7. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Shaheed on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Benson now from the gun. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Call it 9 yards. It looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Hits him on the in route. get to that one first. They'll maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. First and 10, Murray. Throwing the out route complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Green.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. It's Conner again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They give to Jones, right side. Thought there'd be more room up the middle, but there wasn't. It closed quickly. He stopped after a 3-yard gain. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with third and 3.
Gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
McCarthy looking to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings close to picking up their 5th win. So first and 10 now from the 30. Jones trying the left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Mason gets it on the counter. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
To the air on 3rd and long. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win for the Vikings. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.